Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Steelers going up against the Bears.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. Second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And a loose football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, and maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Now a carry for the change of pace back, the rookie Tariq Cohen. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Glennon. Over the middle, complete. It's Cannon. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard at the 24-yard line. Left side to Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This is Cohen on the toss. Ooh, with a juke. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Partner, how he managed to get positive yardage out of that run, I have no idea. But a little juking, a little moving, got it done.
Got him 2 yards. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. On the right side, this is Miller. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Zach Miller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down, and this one might be going the other way. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he coughed it up. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. K.D. Cannon with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be knocked down sideways. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go.
Downs now on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Bears take over. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
If indeed the Chicago Bears were looking for a nice change-up to Jordan Howard at running back, they found it in Tariq Cohen. I'm telling you, this guy is shifty, quick. Even though he's small in stature, some people have called him the latest human joystick.
How about that? That'll be fun for Madden players. Just 5'6", but as you said, he can move. They try again with Cohen. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They're going to look to throw. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to an early lead over the Dolphins. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue, landing.
Back to throw. Brought in by Wheaton. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Marcus Wheaton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Now Carpenter to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Goes underneath for Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now a first down carry by Bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
On second down, Dobbs. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on third down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. So the D-line's going to spread out. Dobbs is throwing. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue lining. Blue lining.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Again, it's Cohen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Glennon going to give this one to Cohen. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off William Gay. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The Bears last year dead last in the NFL in turnover differential, -20. And obviously that's how you become a 3-13 team.
Yeah, and look, remember, Mike Glennon was in Tampa last year, so you can't blame him for those numbers. But that throw there, that's the type of throw they need to avoid.
Not that we necessarily see this as being in the cards, but worth noting that 21 points would equal their franchise record for largest deficit overcome. Certainly plenty of work to do between. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 43 yards. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
Back to throw Dobbs. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's Dobbs to throw. His pass caught at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
In order to be a great player, you have to be consistent. And Antonio Brown is definitely that. 4 straight seasons with 100 or more catches.
How many more years do you think he can put up that type of production?
I think at least another 4 in a row because their offense is built to get him the football, whether it's outside, inside. And he's a featured guy, and I think that he really wants to continue at this pace.
Now Bell, and he is knocked down from the side at the 3-yard line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll try again with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
He'll look to throw. Wright's got it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. With it is Brown. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. That one now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Panthers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Dobbs. He completes it to Bryant. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Now Dobbs. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Dobbs. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Back to throw now on first down. Glennon hit. He loses the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down.
Hurry up, hit back 99 Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. All right, here we go. Detroit.
Now Cohen. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now back to throw. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 41-yard line. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Now Glennon. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. 23 yards on the play.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now let's go. Green.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Bryant with a catch right side. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Flex round.
On play action, it's Dobbs. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. from the shotgun. Here's Dobbs. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Dobbs to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And Boswell's kick is good. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Meanwhile, the second quarter score from Carolina. That one now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Panthers. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Glennon. He's going to fire one deep over. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. K.D. Cannon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Ten yards still left on second down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Over the middle here to Brown. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 36.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much Coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Let's go.
To throw is Dobbs. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Here we go. 190. 190.
He'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Bell is so good at that. He just catches so many passes near the line of scrimmage. In fact, the unique stat line for him last year, he had more yards after the catch than total receiving yards from the line of scrimmage on the season.
That doesn't even sound real, but when you analyze his game, you understand why a stat like that can occur. His ability to catch the ball, be elusive, and also strong enough to break tackles, that allows him to gain all that extra yardage.
Dobbs now on second down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Pernell McPhee in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Let's go. 190. 190.
Throwing here, Dobbs. The pressure gets to him again. Pernell McPhee in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
This will be fielded at the 17. A great return there of 22 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Second down, 9 yards to go.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
This is Cohen. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Watch left. Here we go now. Green 39.
First touch of the game here for Benny Cunningham. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, Cunningham here on the ground. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And Carpenter knocks it through. Around the NFL 3rd quarter from Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eddie Goldman. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On second down, Dobbs. Throw left side complete. That's James. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right around the 31.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers getting another first down on a bit of a roll. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. After the penalty, it's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And facing a very tough 3rd and 19 here after both of those running plays went backwards. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now a high kick trying to pin them back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
On 3rd down, it's Cunningham. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion And that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Play clock winding down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they'll indeed take a knee. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And this offense on third down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And Carpenter knocks it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
2nd down following the run. Dobbs is throwing. And Bryant's got it over the middle. They find some open field here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Dobbs to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw Dobbs. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Let's go.
Dobbs. And now a fumble. The ball's out. So So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting position.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the fourth quarter now. And the Falcons, they wind up winning that one. A win would be their second on the young season.
Let's go.
Now Dobbs. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
I'm coming for you. You lie.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those